everyone. My name is Elaine Adamsky. This is actually my first poetry reading, so I'm sorry if I'm a little shy. But I'm really excited to be here, and I hope you enjoy what I have for you today. So the first piece I'll be reading is called The Town Deli. I used to work at a deli growing up in high school. My little sister actually works there now, so I'm attempting to kind of describe what it was like working there via the people that work there. Some of it is true, some of it is exaggerated. My family's here, so they can determine what actually happened or not. Alright, Town Deli. Sophia. He's paying me $6 an hour. I'm turning up the fucking heat if I want to. Anything else, ma'am? Cheeks, flushed, permanently round, Russian, and big like the words that fly out of her mouth. On the back counter, she sticks a piece of metal halfway through my belly button, numb against my skin, growing halo of blood. Needle bulging cave as Tuesday night's lottery guy walks in mid-puncture. Anything else, ma'am? Don't worry about sanitation shit. I pierced my friend's frenulum at the mall, you know? That shit under your tongue. Ryan. Sorry about that, ma'am. Pinocchio-esque in light denim jeans and white sneakers. Not really white, actually, but with deli meats crammed between the cracks, too big for his feet. Constant humming. I created a fly shooter machine for the fly problem we have here. It doesn't really work, but it keeps me focused, and I killed 3 flies already. He gets down on his knees to count the leftover hoagie rolls, out loud. Awkward Ryan, they call him. Really awkward Ryan. Whistling and twirling the bag, dropping it, hoagie rolls rolling down the freshly mopped floor, damp as he slides to the freezer in the back. Matt. So high, one time, drizzling lettuce on carved out bread delicately. Just give me another minute to make it perfect. I swear they wanted pickles on their turkey special. Inhale, exhale, faint scent of green lingering in the deli. Do you like Nirvana? Goosebumps on skins against the cold titanium counter in the back. If you need a ride home, just let me know. 2 roast beef hoagies, salt, pepper, no oregano, light onions, and extra mayo coming right up. Hey Matt, can you grab tomatoes from the freezer? Hey Matt, can you open a new honey maple? Hey Matt, can you grab more ones from the safe? No one mops every night. Fuck mopping. Come here. Radio broken by the sounds of kissing against the sinks. Hey, if I win this one, let's split it. I'll buy a new car and drive you around. Sophia. Unwraps blocks of cheese like an idiot. Props it up vertically and slices the plastic open with a lettuce knife. Is that all, sir? She points the knife towards herself and in one abrupt motion slices through the Cooper sharp right into her stomach. Just one time, though. It's nothing. Don't tell Joe. Ma'am? Do you need anything else? Anything else? Lady? Thick or thin? And then turning towards me. Psst. Is 3/4 the same as .75? So this next piece is called Naked or Wet or Both, and it's actually just a small snippet from a larger excerpt that I wrote. Wallpaper plastered with cassettes colored crimson, rusted rectangles covering the black bathroom walls. I splash water on my face. Floors tinted red, faces red. My hands running down your back, pushing away some way to find the exit, glowing red. A black buggy buzzes, parked with headlights shining bright like 2 burning wet eyes, waving me down, screaming, "It's raining, it's raining, it's raining on my face, your face," sprawled on the leather seat. In the alleyways, men are smoking cigarettes, and I smell fragments of your breath in the air. You take pieces of you and sprinkle them into the cracks of the cobblestones, little gray remnants, and I'm running through the streets, knee giving out, heel dipping into the grooves. In the stairwell, your mouth whistles into my ear, eyes dip into sleep, open to wet gray morning light shimmers through the railings. We shove burgers into our mouths, pickle juice running down my chin, down my collarbone, my shirt, my nipple, my stomach, last droplets drying on my hip bone. Stepping on another bus, heads nod to the cobblestone hollows. The glass window sticks to my skin, squishing my eyelid, smearing cathedrals, telephone booths, buses, arches, curves of gray splattered skies, without sun, without clouds, without color, faces walking their dogs, people riding their bicycles, leaving imprints on my cheek. So those two pieces were definitely more prose-like. This next piece is a true poem, I guess. So this one's called A Poem I Used to Dream About. You were the first time I ever finished a meal, even licked the salt off of each fingertip. Freeway coasting, 4 miles short of 100, days would not be enough of your tongue, pastel shy of that garnet stream night, upwards and everywhere, our heads tilted so far out the windows until our bodies, like some melted galaxy, began to float over all 12 lanes, bungalows, palm tree blades, above blinks of blemishes, smeared marmalade, until our eyes lock eyes, until 2,731.9 miles equal 1. This next piece is actually the piece that I submitted into the chapbook, into the poetry challenge, and it got me published. So, so it's called JFK International Airport, 12:30 a.m. And again, this is actually part of a larger excerpt where I spent a lot of time in the airports this past year, traveling. So I like to really watch and see what kind of people are around me, and this is just kind of what the airport was like that evening. A mother is crying on her baby's shoulder. She rocks his body side to side, purring her tongue into his spongy ear. Their bodies sway. His awakening roar shrieks everyone's eyes open. The same baby that sleeps through the shaking gravel beneath the wheels that hum. The engines hum. Their faces hum. People shoving their suits, their pants, their pills, their porn, their poetry into suitcases maxed at 23 kilograms, so that the fat plane full of fat people with fat, greedy hearts isn't too heavy. But the people are shoving their poetry. The man's bag is too full, so he steps aside and unzips his suitcase. His underwear is out for everyone to see, and he reaches his hands deep in there and starts shuffling around, picking up pieces of clothing, throwing his maroon sweater out up in the air, his blue checkered button down, a pair of black socks, his toe clippers, a shoe, a razor. Suitcases roll across the glossy white floors. A woman enjoys being patted down in security. A child runs through the terminal flapping his arms. A 90-year-old man hobbles off a plane. A baby is crying. Faces are sleeping. Faces are flying. And the runway lights glow. So I just have one more poem to share with you guys. It's not much of a story to this one, but it's called This Town is Swollen with Azaleas. 1. This town is swollen with azaleas, stuffed clouds of pink raining down on your eyes, veiled with a grandeur scent, cloaking your authenticities. I've tried to tell you that the azaleas are blooming in the next town over. 2. This town is swollen with azaleas, stuffed clouds of pink swathing a splendor scent, slowly curtaining your being. I tried to tell you that the azaleas are blooming in the next town over, and the next. 3. This town is swollen with azaleas, stuffed clouds of pink wrapping its grandeur trail, blinding your validity. We drive through towns, crowds of people stopped on sides of roads, gaping at the wildflowers. Their eyes are veiled too. 4. I tried to tell you that the azaleas are blooming in the next town over.